Between the flossy of the sickness of this land and the reality of my day, I just made it a very personal moment, which ain't nothing like to deliver exactly the other class. Further that this ends, and while destroying the video I just done on Samsung's device, destroying with Nokia's scripting for the pretending I will steal to Sodom and Gomorrah, Policía Federal Argentina, because of they has the need to afford and kill, rape and murder, in base of who I am and what I do. So the whole that they recognize about the reality, for they understand, I am something that they says got to be, because if they recognize about what they delivers, the practices of the General de Sodom and Gomorrah, about understanding I am Maria. Because of our Sodom and Gomorrah and then evangelics with them. At the clear fact of this, I said words, naturally, words that I came in repeating, and 804 persons were just murdered here off of the extortions for the reason of it failed on them. 604 wounded, which are at the protection under Buenos Aires, and everything kept on happening. While the Ejército Argentino, Gendarmería Nacional Argentina, Policía Federal Argentina, Armada Argentina, and Kirchner's delimitates the reality for United Nations to proceed at making the normal while threatening with UNASUR and DICOM, DIFEL, Nazi all over the world, and then Sodom and Gomorrah associated. The clear fact of this delivers all tactical methods in Kirchner's with the United Evangelics making the strategy of the supposed Lord to take in Greece, saying that there is nothing and nobody matters. After 5,008,000 persons were murdered at Egypt country, actual, because of they wanted to stop this and even breaking down the complete of the what is pyramids and whatever it means, the ancient Egypt, a sculpture, whatever this to be, telling the shit away with this. And in the reality of this while 2,900,000 were murdered in Buenos Aires and suburban and in the field territory. For the reason of they says they got to do to me. Making the strategy saying that they will still possessing Iran and making the business at Iran to take the site for the war with the United Evangelics and Kirchner's. And also Gaza City, which couldn't take, and pretends to take in Greece, saying that they will destroy and murder everyone that is studying Sodom and Gomorrah, to the taking positions and saying that they will take the site for Greece to the supposed fighting against the beast that they says they have rights to be Israel. While and through I will be delusionally delirium because of the reality will be, do you believe me? How possibly would you believe me? We showed that he is a teller and nothing of God, and everything that we said we're doing because of we proved it. But do you believe? And also, if there is nothing to be believed, well, he's a liar, it's because of a God, of course. And one thing is the certain fact, as the points which kept on making the same in destroying Paris and France, manipulating and organizing and destroying and saying, I will steal them videos to kidnapping people all over the world and murder. Studying Sodom and Gomorrah, saying that they would put me like is a cake at last. Keeps on delusionally sickly degenerados, atrofiados with evangelics, declaring they has the superhero powers and dimensions. Because of I have the repeat. And thirst to calling religious tells to calling Atleki Marim and Ters, Galpeco Marim, idolatrous, idolatric, like a pejorative way about nothing of God, and are the disorders of Ba'alan, and thinks they are honorable and respectuous, and dixbally pregnant of the Lord. Now, Rempopleki monretis vachtlachibis mosem, keeps on being feral, delivering they will be the braves of the Lord, as pagan profane witches, victims fighting for, shit, putting down, instigating for rapes and murders and robberies and all the generations and genocides and familicides and chisticides by rape, pregnancy, kidnap, steal. Evangelistas of Guillermo Ukraine, Osvaldo Carniva, and not armed forces ones which a lot we already called put away. Well, keeps on murdering in the stream because of the terrorists. Went to US and destroyed the whole of the big Kalkhatsenosmat. And we were working, nobody died, but the tenants were inseparable. And went to Spain and to Rome and frightening everybody and coming inside of the DID circuits. Murdered 804 diplomats, representatives for the United Nations in Geneva. A few minutes ago, we had the bodies. And threatening with blasting the DIDMC Interpol. Now, keeps on making the sickness that they only themselves, pretending this to be the Klerigima. And every time a state pejoratively says something about my person or us, it's exactly themselves. And this is not the way of the delusional evangelics. They don't talk of themselves. They pretend we to be what they are. Delivering the witchcraft and the rape and the murder by sacrificial on Likaptiva Amatsuba move. Egyptian black magic called witchcraft. Styling Sodom and Gomorrah, the Tor or Roptica, the Basora. And evangelics stamping with, I command in the name of the Jesus, they will become. And they will make it happen. Making us a post-voodoo switch. Class. And at the reality of the soul turns to calling me also El Principito, the noble. Class of a very lack between psychology of the Kafal Mafarot and class of a psychiatry of Misomer Meturak, and class of a delusional of Babilot Mabelot, Evangelics United, and class of a sickness of Kirchners, and class of a degeneration of what is mental health about? Are you understanding what you do? The liver's fever sickness? With a pardon of you. Gonna tell you one thing. You presume to know, and you presume to describe, and you presume to identify, and you presume to having the acknowledge and awareness about certain associatively until you call limitating your sickness for your business, for the way you can do. You need to trade, so you earn profit. Sorry. Clinics about you're doing to me still. Another reality for this. And so the reality for this all. You presume you know when you're right. You presume you can and you can define, and you presume you keep your career for the making good to another. whole lifetime, oh, there's nothing to do, just say that you can and keep on doing like nothing will ever happen. The poor bastard, already done. Plekam barrevis vachalikirisosma. In plekim barrevis vacina. So suddenly, this maricas, Sodoma, Argentina, with military, with federal, with special, with prefect, with gendarme, with aeroportarian, with bonaerense, with any shepherdie, dressing. The liars they do and they don't, and they will steal. And one hocus pocus on your meat from a very bone around or hysterextasia delimitates your career that you can be bigger with this. Let's begin the earning is a business, and you go in. And you pretend that I be your delirious fever of degenerado by calling me a principito. And hold the shock me spot that you are. It's gonna worry you. Will? Do you believe? And in the middle of this all, the syndrome of blafta is nothing that you have except for the pathology of ke'arachat. It means you are a pathology at your existence yourselves, every one of you. And the pathology is you to breathe and have human bodies. And the pathology is you to have the reality around for you to still breathe and making the shit pathological you exist ever after. You are an anomaly for the creation and for the natures. You are a sickness for the world. Kirchners, United Evangelics, the Generación Médica Argentina with the pardon of the ones that works for well. Mierda degenerada, Sodoma y Gomorra, Ejército Argentino, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, Armada Argentina with the pardon of you. Una sword, and all associated. You are the pathology which gotta be eliminated. And El Principito is your delusional, you think you are royal, but destroying me in your farthed world and universe, where you will be the Sergelikima, Lemasi, Marama, Mavasiva, Paflet, Horvat, pretending to be me. I don't do that. And I am nothing like you, and I don't do what you do, and you don't do nothing like I do. Even at your best training and stunt racing like shit you are, for the being the shit parasite, pathological. The 74 bombs, you put it in the world in blast. And the videos you don't do, and the information you don't have, and you never knew all the time, except for the generations you come to do to me, to profaning me like perras evangelistas, to know what is happening in the world. And the problem is that you don't know what happens in the world by profaning me, and you presume and you pretend, and you destroy my life, and you make sickness for destroying me, saying in the iron you will become Principito del infierno de Lucifer, que no son príncipes o diabla. Then the truth on this, photo at the webcam, photo at what I do in my anger while you extortion, photo at my anger and you besmirched me a lifetime, and especially 15 years taken another non-stopping on the shit you are, pretending to ill me for figuring out that you were right. Destroying all I got and ruining my life and anybody else's, and murdering while I do not proceed about you to make me attached. And I came and putting you dead, and I will be the terrorist with the government of Israel and US that you want to exterminate, and you will make him blast whatever that goddamn shit because of you say you have rights for your patriot. And even killing God, if that would be possible, because of you have rights to be king. And you, says Baldacin, Bordalier Piñeiro, Forenses, I don't know what you do here around. What the threat, or what the sickness, or what the balls. I don't know what you do here. But one thing I tell you, cuerpo médico forense. Dan revifa halkini maises. Dan tekimo redesafin. You eat excrement of Sodoma, and that is your coefficient that you nourish. And that's what you live off. The same evangelics and Kirchners. And the reality is you consider yourself offensed and unadmissible for supposed government. What authority you say you got? What authority you say you are? In base of what? Doesn't exist as no class of authority. Not the reality of who you exist, pathology. And the reality of what you define pathology is exactly what you business. And what you are is what I define. Pathology, an anomaly of humanity. You all. Except a few. So in the middle of this reality, I come right now to establish this. You destroyed and murdered in South Africa. You destroyed and murdered in Europe, in Koreas. You destroyed and murdered in the US. You destroyed and murdered all over Latin America, especially mine, and Chile's. Permanently. Go to kill its soul. Go to destroy its soul, he himself said. Go to them up, because if we gotta do it, he can understand we can. Go to make the job, take everything, take it all out, change it all, destroy it, and limitate it. Don't you let it reach, don't you let it run, don't you let it escape, don't you let it get. Don't you let it do, don't you let it show, don't you let it exist. We didn't allow. What the hell you think you are? Anomalía de mierda que son. You the liar to imagine you had a very plot all over my person. Deliring you would be right for your nation. Of whom? Patriot of what? You went to destroy and you kept on doing whatever you wanted, delivering with your fathers and vagina that are not yours, not even the dust of your plans. That you will do to me. And you will be coming to me, and I will be delivering because if I say what you are, who am I to say what you're doing and what you say? And who the then cut see Bashver? What I do about what? You didn't allow me to exist and do what I do and who I am. You said what? And in the middle of this reality, you define what? You have title what? You have position what? You are named what? Prestigious as. Anomalía degenerada. You are what? I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm going to say to you, you have at the Kleki Mohavedsof as me, you've been at the Kleki Mesachim, you. Nothing but as I defined and shown. And you forwarded by hosting, threatening, murdering, destroying, for the not making terrible things all over the world, over making this delusional shit that you strategize saying you will do to me. And delivering I will be your demon favorite for you to play the supposed hero that you needed your horse to putting in orders the hocus pocus of the millennium. And you think you're gonna live. And you think you will make it. And you go to kill because of you know that you won. Because of you are an anomaly for whole humanity, Argentina, with the Department of want to be who you are. But you are proud to be the shit you exist, by making the shit you do to the worthy and to the respect. And disguising and masking as shit you are for you to make the business, which you are not gonna really, having no further than death. And this is gonna be our after. Now, Perrazo de Cuarta. I'm gonna show you how sure I am. Perra de Sodoma y Gomorra. Infernal degenerado, criminal profano pagano, criminal atrofiado. Belkhamar, implekim already fattet, implekim moram, in la nasve. And for sure I'm gonna tell you this. La atika marade fechot leves magdalisosim, and I'm gonna put you there. And it's definitely over. Lan rebe fachal hamatim, deliraste de su gobierno y deliraste de tener derecho, de genocidio por un supuesto gobierno, que es una degeneración criminal eterna. Y nada que sea gobierno. Now, Ben Rabba fechol bitmit samadan, ge'or kan cheres basim, en plekim bo Rabba fechol chilit mosevan, implekim barrevef, implekim derrevefem, implekim borreves basmat, implekim egan. Sefople vesfer. Skel rab tikar rabach notzech al biople besosmatim. Spetlikam barrevefechal chelit baspatva. Benglekim orrafad. Implekim orrevefem. Koapletim. Splikaraf. Chaltemasma. Intevesmotlakim remev. Beklikam orrevefechan. Taking a picture of the screen of Sodoma and making the Blekim Orrevefechlakim on your advertisement of Perra de General Criminal Evangelista in your bodies, or Facebook, or whatever any other determination you'd have around. It's going to make you hero. Will you fight against the beast? And that's what we mean. And the reality for the you desire the word of God, and you desire the demon for your heroic degeneración, while globe chopping Sodoma, making your fantasy al principito idea from the insemination of the figure of Sodoma gonorreica, ejército argentino, armada argentina, fuerzas armadas argentinas and Kirchners, for you to make your principito world and universe, where only will be your thought and your command in the name of Jesus. You have the black of a sim. I am the highest ever hero anybody flowers and is schizophrenic, but I have the juridic reason, and I have a person within the government can act as justice, and I have a title, and I have a name, and I have anointment. In the name of Jesus, I can show you. El Principito. Didn't you call enough? With bad English. Didn't you, the liar, already feverishly, sodomically enough? Blow chopper of degenerados to business my life. Second cheek. Did you ever have any reason at all for the reality as you pretend to be nothing but the simplicity of something which the world will testify. And what is your cut apart? Because of God is only one, it doesn't get apart where God is, and is global. There is no place where God wouldn't be except for demons. But most demons may be. And that's it. The reason why you don't have no God, and you identify only your haggis pagas like the only reason. And God told you, I am sovereign and I am all over. And the reason of mine is I do my order. Where did you rise your blechamathi male en plekira de fochbat masera? And blesses motle himogatifis van and like marim, and the devil knows the word. The devil knows everything of God himself and also Ruach Elohim. Most until scrumble your disgusting bad of horror to the hell. Ben grafach matzech alikivis fasim. Where did you think you put yourself? Who you say you are? For these reasons of my name that I tell you, I never had nothing to mean distress as puke like you in front of me, says Elishel, for the reason Nabucodonosor. I remba magavatak, danasa. Certainly, I'm going to tell you, nothing like your spell of sickness delivers for the destroying my people is nothing I would ever be with. For the reason of you, advaruan eros anusa. And don't you confuse the name of the person and nothing like this antique. Don't you dare. For as clear thought of what this is happening, that I saw you, like my enemy in darkness and hiding with abominables and running through streets to hunting the meat of my name. Delighting you will become but Eden and destroying like Saptiva Amasaut, Sodom and Gomorrah. That I know you, but I won't make silence for the reason of my justice and the reason of preserve my like hunt. Kapensko, Ishte. The reason of me, you never know, except for the figure of your abomination that you grew my life. Says Elohim, Chai, Aetz Sa'erav Kadosh, Avon. That nothing of you would ever have place, and nothing of you would ever have my name. That you presume to be but some sorcery profaning which I never gave it for you to do, and never authority put it for you to dismiss the Glika Marine of my reality and the purpose as the reality of my foundations that I made on earth. For as this I tell you, you forge, you lie, you twist, you hide, you are miserable, mich nidat, and nothing of me you got. For us never gave you, for us I will take the clear of your existence as you liked to do, with the lie at the day in murdering, for I will not answer you that I never put you for. Nothing came in your right, and no one ever is in my turn but me. As realized that I saw you, and you saw me, and you knew, and you understood it were the real my person, and not any other. For as real I let you know, my fury is gonna be your endless Redemi, and nothing is gonna be off of my justice while I come rebellion. you murdered the one I wanted, and you destroyed my people for you wanted kingdom I never gave. And nothing of mine, and nothing of my people weren't ever given. No one did, and no one will, unless I do nothing like you. Inshallah. Gal rafach man sebam lim, bengla kaman rafas fachtigim, slash batigar ratach man sebam blesma. Idmasim. Do you still lie around with Sodom and Gomorrah pretending to murder Jews all over the world, saying that we will be the demons, and you will be the hero? Pathology, anomaly, balmov, anomaly, matov. And it's not English. Pathology of humanity, fevered, non-restful need of hell. Evangelicals of Sodom and Gomorrah can be cut mad, Kirchner, una sword, and a whole death technique. Do you still run around seeking for anyone to be not converted into you for the taking the opportunism of the coin while the glorifying Sodom and Gomorrah in the name of Jesus? About my flesh and my blood? Do you still go around telling that I will be a garage? And you will be the hero? Do you go around declaring I will be a demon and a thief? Because of you will be authority, never allowing me or to my people or Israel to exist, be or have, which is of God. The reality of our dominion and preeminence that He made at birth, we to exist for. You dared and still dare to make him what? Plek matlachi disoplesi maplanin. Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional Argentina, Policía Federal Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, DMT, Policía de Seguridad Aeroportuaria, Prefectura Naval Argentina, Servicio de Inteligencia del Estado Argentino, Policía MMDR Provinciales Especiales, UNASUR, DMTMC, still protects and recruits the sick shit at them, further trying to destroy what the swarthy institutions order as well. We fight for every day. We have problems, people get sometimes with confusion, with damages, with pain, suffer is way height. And sorry for this, height at the point of genocide and destruction in front of your eyes. We never have been suffering any other, and I am not any other, but who I am, and the testimony is His name, His Spirit, and I am not very different. And whatever happens to me affects everybody because of they were every day with this. And then we're trying to avoiding it, but we have this problem and responsibility is keeping who we exist and the best we can do wisely to not miss a thing unless loss. But the reality is what we got. And I am not endorsing or accepting, and I don't go king around at all. And I don't chankais, and I don't eat nothing up like imachim, and I don't have time to kill myself, and neither to delusioning that I will be a hero. There is a duty which is not forced, but I'm tired. And there's a chapter I'm not killing it. We have responsibility, and this is not a game. Who do first? Who knew all the time? What? Except that the generations stay where they are. That I say, hell, you've Quel ramable qui m'en refechal disfacin, in bleki m'en refechinat, insas lemicien. Quel redimati, disfacinat. 8 submarines nuclear were taken back. 5 heads stolen, installed for blasting the world, we disarmed. Murdered 5 million because of wouldn't work to them and making the scandal over evangelics of Sodoma, Gomorrah and Plechanar, over telling that I will be a demon murdering them and they has rights to revenge the name of the Lord. In the name of the idea of a trouser with a generate, making a crow deep fever shit of a meat. Like styling, for they to be government of the world. I don't have time for this yet, at all. HTTPS www.DLT DMC 904 6,804,206 middle DIMC middle 16 beep 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 pov com big sub 5 16 times. Middle DRMC for wait, for what seek, for one comma. Besbachlik nasim in Hebrew phonetics. DMT cis defocta defecto. 55.90. Systems recall F7 works out of them. This is already midnight past for about Tuesday, 9th February 2016.